Hello and welcome to the Parent Academy channel. My name is Ritika Subhash. I'm the founder of the Parent Academy and the host of the Parenting Truth and Dare podcast. In today's episode, we're going to talk about a very important concept which I think can be transformational in a parent's personal life and personal journey as well as their parental experience. And it's such an easy concept. It's actually so simple that many people really don't value it as much. And they sort of ignore the importance of this important concept in life. And that is about building routines. Yes, we all want novelty in our lives. We want to go to new places. We want to experience new things. Maybe take our kids to play area one day and then a park another day and something else. So newness is great and it's actually quite good for our brain as well. But our children actually thrive a lot on routine. And in fact, us also, if we build routines around our life, you will see that you feel so much more at ease. So much more available to do things, and you are mentally free to give time to all the important relationships in life. So here I'm going to talk a little bit about how you as parents can build a routine, and I'm going to share my personal experience. For many years I also struggled with a good morning routine, and having read ample books by CEOs, famous personalities, there's one common theme, and it's not something that you may not have heard about, which is getting up early, the 5 a.m. club, the 4 a.m. club, people waking up early and getting a lot of things done in the morning before the daily routine starts. But it's also not easy. Sometimes you need an impetus to be able to change your routine like that. So I'll share this very fun routine that I started following. I actually learned it from a group that I'm part of. It's an art group called Soul Flow, and I'm a lifetime member with them. And this is a routine that I learned from them, which is called the Wonder routine. It's WONDER, and every single alphabet stands for something, which I'm going to explain to you. This particular single thing has been quite transformational in my life. In fact, this was the only reason I started waking up early around 5 a.m. I may not be doing it consistently, but every time I start thinking about the Wonder routine, I get motivated to start my early mornings and to feel that rush of productivity early in the morning. And it's so simple that sometimes you feel that, really, will this work? But trust me, take down notes in this particular episode and start following it from today. If not today, tomorrow morning, and you will see that your life is transforming before your eyes. So the first alphabet, Wonder, W, starts it stands for waking up with a smile on your face. The important thing about this W is that you don't touch the devil for the first half hour, and by the devil, I hope you know, I mean the phone. So for the first half hour of waking up, you sort of come and you sort of really make a conscious decision to smile. If you wake up and you go and meet the first person in the morning, which is you yourself, go and give yourself a smile and wake up and don't touch the devil for the first half hour. That's the W part of it. There's also something interesting which I learned in this particular routine, which was the magic mineral cocktail. So if you just take a little bit of warm water and put some salt in it and maybe squeeze half a lime, and you have that in the morning. While that morning, you're getting ready, you're ready for the day, basically at 5 a.m. or 5:30, whatever is that time that you set for yourself. You have that magic mineral cocktail, and that sort of gets you started in the morning. The second alphabet, O, is about 1 minute reflection. So 1 minute reflection is about maybe writing down an affirmation for the day. It could be essentially just writing your thoughts about what you feel gratitude for, things that you have. Now you can write it, or you can even hear things. For example, a lot of channels have affirmations, morning and night affirmations. So you can even use that 1 minute reflection by just simply listening to a particular kind of affirmation channel. So that's the O, 1 minute reflection. The next is nature. So stepping out in the nature in the morning It could be in a park or somewhere where there is greenery. So you're basically surrounding yourself in amidst nature in the morning. And again, it's been transformational. I started doing this routine. I followed this during winters, and it used to be fairly cold, and at 5 a.m. there used to be absolute pitch darkness outside. But I never had experienced, going to a park when it's pitch dark outside. And that experience itself was so refreshing. It felt like, you could really connect with yourself at that hour. You didn't have the distraction of many people. Maybe there were just 1 or 2 people in the park at that time. But that is a great way to disconnect from the world so that you can reconnect with yourself. That's the end part of it. The next is D, and D stands for do it yourself. So do it yourself, meaning it's a do it list, it's a to-do list. So basically, either the night before or in the morning, once you've woken up, you've gone out, done the 1-minute reflection, been out in the nature, you make your to-do list for the day. And typically in that to-do list, what's helpful is to have not more than 6 items on your to-do list. And there is a concept called eat the big frog. So what this concept is all about is the most difficult task that you feel for the day. Try to do that the first thing in the morning, or try to get that out of the way earlier than the others. Because when you eat the big frog in the beginning of the day, in the first half of the day, you feel so productive and you feel like, you've really conquered the biggest task, the most daunting task of the day. And then you have 5 more major tasks to get through. So this balance of 6 tasks plus 1 big frog, or 6 in total and 1 big frog in that, is a wonderful way to create a to-do list. The next is E, which is exercise. So it does partly get covered in the nature part of it if you're going out. Some people might just like to sit on the bench when they're out in nature, but if you're walking, then that also counts as exercise. So that's another something that you do earlier in the morning, the E part of it. So again, it's there's no need to explain why exercise is good for you. It is the best way to give yourself your quality me time, which otherwise you will struggle with, right? You'll feel I should have me time, and I don't get it because my family demands more from me and there's so many things to do. But when you get that out of the way early in the morning, when everybody is sleeping and you are just focusing on yourself, that feeling itself is transformational. And the last alphabet is R, which is R stands for reading. This I find one of the most difficult to do when I'm following a wonder routine, because what reading means is you're reading at least a page or 2 every morning. When I get in the flow, because I want to check off all of the alphabets, I end up doing it, but sometimes it does slip, or I slip, and I forget the R part of it. But consciously try to remember reading, and 1 page a day is not too much of an ask. Even if it's 1 paragraph a day, you can still do it just for the sake of doing it, and cumulatively the effects will add up. So very simple routine. It's called the wonder routine. Anybody can follow it, any age group can follow it. As parents, you can do it. You can coach your children. You can also give an example to your older generation, so your parents, your in-laws, anybody can follow. This is such a easy and transformational tool. And why am I talking about this? Because how does it matter, right? It's probably in totality, if you do the entire wonder routine, it will take you maybe 45 minutes to an hour. But that 45 minutes an hour that you give yourself is going to give you such a boost of energy, because you will feel that you have achieved something early in the morning, even before other people woke up. That itself gives you, this confidence to take on the rest of the day, and you can create more space in your life. So you can give time to your children, you can give time to your responsibilities, and you can really set the right example for your children. Simply, if you are struggling to get out of the bed and you tell your children you should wake up timely, you should do this before school time and all that, it doesn't work. Children see through us, especially when we are contradicting our words. They can call us out on that. And it's a very embarrassing situation when your child says that, how are you telling me to do this when you yourself don't follow it? So try and first embrace routines in your own life. first see and experience the magic of it and how empowered you feel through routines. And once you have you've tasted success there, you will be able to help coach other people in your family, in your life, build routines as well. I think the true magic of it I can't explain in words, so you really have to follow it. And like I said, the Wonder Routine has been one of the simplest ways in which I have seen a lot of productivity happen, not just for me. There's a whole group, there's a whole community that I'm part of that does this routine religiously, and they have seen their lives transform before their eyes. So I hope this was useful to you, and I hope you will make these changes in your life. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop your comments and I'll be happy to answer. Thank you and have a lovely day.